Now that we're done with the sides, we can move on to the back, and we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. We are right underneath the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you spend more time here and detail as much as possible. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now we're right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to be very careful here and detail as much as possible, and make sure you erase all the dark spots. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard and its lever, we can move on to the half guard and use its corners and its lever to erase the line completely. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. This guideline is going to help us prepare for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line, we're going to move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely using its corners and its lever. Now we're moving on to our 3 guard all the way open, and we're creating our 5th guideline, which is right on top of our 2 guard all the way open. This is going to help us clean up the ridge and blend into the top. Now I'm using the same guard I debulked the top to debulk the top and make sure it's nice and even. Before we begin to line him up, I'm going to debulk the hairline with my clipperable comb method. Now that we're done removing the excess hair, we can start off with our goat FX right in the middle and work our way to the sides. I always make sure I go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair's going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. Before I'm done lining him up, I'm going back to the fade and I'm detailing as much as possible. Moving on to the C cup, we're going to start off at the bottom. We'll work our way to the top arch, and we're also going to go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the other side, and we're going to make sure we keep the corners as natural as possible. We don't want to take the vertical bars too deep in. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, you can go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow my Instagram. Now that we're done with our C cups, we're going to move on to the sideburns, and I started off with my no guard all the way open, slightly closing the lever, attacking that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now I'm moving on to the back of the beard, and I'm using my Goat FX to make it as crispy as possible. Make sure to go slow that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer.